Hey, it's Jeff Pulver, and welcome to the evolution of vCon AI, and with Jeff and Charlene. But Charlene's not here today, so it's just me. And well, I had a wonderful week last week in Chicago. It was stormy, dark skies, tornado. But hey, we made it through the storm, and so did vCons. We are very grateful to the team at SignalWire who hosted ClueCon last week in Chicago. I'm very happy to have the vCon Foundation Roadshow. We stopped in Chicago, and it was a wonderful turnout. Shout out to my sister Lauren Pulver for helping to run everything, and David Duffett for his presentation on how Simwood's using vCons, and of course to Thomas Howe, my partner in This Week in vCons, who really gave a wonderful conversation about and it's I believe our ability to explain the power of the conversation is growing every time we do these roadshows. So and sort of a lot of new companies, people working in voice AI, people in telecom, friends I haven't seen in 20 years. So thanks for coming out. One of the key takeaways from last week's episode of being present with the vCons and talking to people before and after the meeting is that conversational intelligence is where it's at. And when you look at the intersection of voice and AI and telecom, it's understanding the conversations, enabling that dark, that the operational information, which is always sitting there hiding in plain sight, and using the large language models or just the AI to help interpret and share with you what's always been there, but we never took the time to look. Conversational intelligence is where we're going, and the types of conversational intelligence and the way that we can start to evolve our own expectations of what this can deliver is dramatically changing and just all empowering and encompassing. So the key, though, all of this is a vCon. Because the vCon helps connect conversations, brings together the emails, the text messages, whether it's a SMS, iMessage, RCS, Slack. It brings together the transcriptions from video conversations, from audio conversations, from just recordings. It lets you bring together all the artifacts and the attachments associated with a conversation and put it all together. And we're working on this, working on the educational side at the vCon Foundation. If you'd like to learn more about the vCon Foundation, just go to thevconfoundation.com. We're currently growing our membership, and my work is focusing now on October 13th to the 15th when we're going to be in Atlanta and at the Sandy Springs Civic Center, where we're going to be convening a 3-day gathering. October 13th, it's all about the vCons. In the morning, we're focused on, training and teaching. So if you're new to the industry, you want to catch up on on how to code with vCons, why vCons matter to your business. The morning of October 13th is going to be meaningful. In the afternoon, we're going to have a vCon Foundation members present and talk about their issues of the day. I'm currently literally curating those sessions. And in between, we're hosting a vCon Foundation members lunch. At the same time, on October 13th, I've been inviting companies to participate in what I'm calling 2026 Voice AI Live. It's a chance to pitch your platform, to explain what you're doing in a very crowded field that's crowded and getting even more crowded. Where exactly do you fit? What is your ideal customer profile? Who are you looking to do business with? What part of the ecosystem are you serving, and what part of the ecosystem can serve you? Because as so many companies are coming into the space, it's very easy to get lost as far as who, what, where, why, and how of what you're doing, and how so many other people adjacent to you could add value. So that's I found that during the vCon conferences, having workshops were very helpful in both building community and really building business. And so if you're responsible for doing your GTM on the voice AI side, or just curious what's happening in the space, the voice AI live is really a day for you. That's October 13th. I should put in a plug that members of the vCon Foundation, they get to attend October 13th for free. Individual members have a ticket, and if you're a corporate charter member, up to 5 people from your company are invited to come. October 14th and 15th is Voice and Conversations on the Net. It's a 2-day gathering. We're going to go from 9 to 5:30 on the first day, probably 9 to 5 on the second day. Got a lot of content, some great speakers representing the telecom world, the AI world, the enterprises as well, and people who are not just talking about stuff, but doing it. And I'm keeping the event size to a manageable curation so that when you attend, you're not going to be at an event where you show up, nobody, and you leave with not knowing anybody. You'll have the opportunity to actually meet people, talk to them, build relationships, find customers, find collaborators, maybe funding, depending upon what you're looking for. That's October 14th to 15th. I'm really grateful to be in a position to work on this new emerging ecosystem. It's something which I'm personally obsessed about because there's so many things when you leave the software world and you enter telecom, and you just don't know what you don't know. And on the telecom side, these are new business opportunities, new companies to build partnerships with, people to build your ecosystem, to extend your ecosystem with. And so it's a very collaborative opportunity. And if you're trying to figure out what to do next, I do believe voice AI is one of the hottest spots to focus on, but more collectively, it's really the AI communication industry if you look at a higher level. And I've been amazed in 2026 how the voice stack is changing. We'll add also that there's a lot of compliance. There is a lot of compliance challenges because by default in America, a call that it's originated by AI is assumed to be and it's flagged to be a robocall. So being able to show permission, consent with purpose, being able to manage consent and show that you had the opportunity, in fact, you had the permission to make the call matters. I have been starting to run into voice AI companies focusing more on inbound than outbound because they don't want to have to worry about those things. But compliance and how you use that data, whether it's going in or going out on the call, being able to have consent to manage the data that's captured. And when a user wants to protect their own personal data, you need to allow for that. There are rules in the EU, there are rules in the US, and many other countries around the world dealing with governance of data and really how that information is managed. So a lot of these issues will be touched upon at Fall 26 Voice and Conversations on the Net. So if you're building in the vCon space, that's great. I'd love to see you at the conference. If you're thinking about vCons, come and learn, meet other people in the industry. Right now, there are over 30 companies that I'm aware of actively building, actively deploying applications. And this is both on the service provider side, as well as independent developers, as well as a few companies which have announced their launches and others which will be soon. It's a really interesting space. And if conversational intelligence is something which you're interested in, the secret sauce to all of that is the vCon, the virtualized conversation. As Thomas Howe would say, the robot food for AI. We're still a chance if you are interested in speaking at the conference, reach out this week. I am finalizing the first draft of the schedule, and we'll be going live with it shortly. I'm Jeff Pulver. You can reach out to me here on LinkedIn. You can reach out to me via email. If you're interested in the future of conversations, the future of where AI and telecom is going, it's going to be powered by a vCon, a virtualized conversation. And after that IETF meeting in Vienna on July 22nd, a lot of great things were happening for the future of the vCon. We have compliance. We have the ability to be adjacent to Stir Shaken. We're going to be a body of conversations used for inter-agentic AI communication. How cool is that? It's all about the vCon. I'm Jeff Pulver. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be live on Friday with This Week in vCons, hopefully with Thomas. Anyway, Charlene will be joining us next week. For more information, go to thevconfoundation.com. If you'd like to learn more about Fall 26 Voice and Conversations on the Net, go to vonevolution.com. And you can always find me at pulver.com. I'm Jeff Pulver. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you again next week. Bye for now.